As a nurse who has had the privilege of supporting couples through their fertility journey, there are common mistakes I see couples make when trying to conceive. And in this video, I want to call out those mistakes. I'm not doing this from a place of blame or making you feel like you're doing something wrong. It is just about awareness, because sometimes you don't know what you don't know. And if you're currently trying to conceive, I'm sharing these mistakes not to scare you, not to shame you, and definitely not to add any additional pressure, but to help you recognize them, to help you course correct when needed, and to help you feel informed about your fertility journey. Mistake number one is waiting too long to get help. In my experience, there are two common reasons people wait too long before seeking professional help. Number one is either they are waiting on God for a miracle, or they are afraid of what the diagnosis might be. Now, if you're that TTC mom that is waiting on God for a miracle, this is me holding your hand while I say this. I'm a Christian like you, and believe me when I say I am with you 100% when you say you're trusting God, you're waiting on Him because He's the one who gives children. And you're right, because conception is a miracle, regardless of the path to parenthood that you take. It is still God who makes it happen. But in my opinion, seeking and getting professional help is not stepping out of faith. In fact, I see it as lying in faith, because the Bible says faith without works is dead. I give this example of the blind man that came to Jesus to be healed, and Jesus made a mud with saliva and clay and applied on his eyes and said, "Go to this particular river to get washed." And he had been seen by Jesus, he had been healed by Jesus, but for him to actually get his miracle, he was meant to do something. The Bible also talks about these leaves in the book of Ezekiel and in the book of Revelation, these leaves made by God that He made for our healing. So getting those leaves for healing would, in my opinion, would definitely be an act of faith. So you getting medical help, I see it as an act of faith. If this is you, I hope you're able to really look at things differently and get help as soon as you should. Okay. Now, to the TTC mom who is waiting just because she's afraid of what the diagnosis might be, I hear you, and you're not alone. There are so many of us who would actually sit at home, wait in fear because they are scared of what diagnosis might be. But I want you to see it this way. If you're on a journey to somewhere, you're trying to get somewhere important to you, and for whatever reason your vehicle stops working or is no longer moving the way it should, you're not going to sit in that vehicle just hoping and just waiting and just waiting. You're going to get out of that vehicle, find out what is wrong, get help, and get it sorted so that you can get back on your trip, get back on your journey to where you're going to. And this is how I see it. This is how I see fertility. You're on the journey to parenthood, you're on the journey to motherhood, and for whatever reason, it's not happening. Instead of just sitting and hoping and waiting and being afraid, I think it is wise to get investigated, get help to find out why this is not happening, and then get help to have it addressed. Okay. Mistake number two is taking supplements without proper testing, without proper guidance. Now, I know how you find that, oh, this lady that was trying to conceive took this supplement, she's now pregnant. But what we have to know is there are several reasons, different reasons why people struggle to conceive or why conception may be delayed. And what is delaying person A is maybe different from what is delaying person B. So the supplement that they took that helped them conceive may not actually be what you need. Of course, there are supplements that everybody and anybody can take. Folic acid, multivitamins, good for everybody. But most of the supplements are not a one-size-fits-all. In fact, there are certain supplements that if you take them when you're not supposed to, they could actually be doing you more harm than good. Perfect example is DHEA, which is often recommended for women with diminished ovarian reserve. In the right context, it is helpful. It can be really helpful. But if you don't actually have low DHEAS levels, or if you have a condition like PMOS, taking that may actually raise your androgen levels, making things worse than they actually are already. So please ensure you're getting tested before you're taking supplements, and ensure that you're taking them with guidance, not just based on what has worked for somebody else, because everybody is different. Okay. Number three mistake I see is ignoring the sperm side of things. I can't count how many women are already taking multiple supplements, had the hormone levels checked, but the man has not had a simple semen analysis done. And this factor is one reason why many couples don't get the help they need early enough, just because the man is not as invested in the journey. I mean, he's a woman that wants the baby, or he doesn't think it has anything to do with it. As we all know, it takes two to tango, especially infertility, and male infertility factors can contribute as much as 40 to 50%, just like the female side of things. So please speak to your partner, speak to your husband to get tested, get a semen analysis done. It is simple, it is non-invasive, okay? And if that is where the bottleneck is, you can start addressing them. You can start addressing it early enough, okay? Like I said at the beginning, I did not call out these mistakes from a standpoint of blame, but to help you course correct. So if you're making any of these mistakes currently, I hope I've been able to help you see things differently and to take a better approach towards your fertility journey. Please, if this video has been helpful to you, don't forget to give it a like and leave a comment if you've got questions. Also, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.